Good evening, everyone. This is Rob Thompson, a licensed agent with the agency and one of the admins and realtors in the group here that you're watching this video in. This is roughly take 9, and I'm committed to going through this take. Even if I make a mistake, I'm pressing through. I wanted to talk to you tonight specifically about the MLS and IDX. I've had a lot of questions recently about how do I search for homes and be in the loop quickly. It's really tough in this market. But there are a couple ways. So first and foremost, the MLS is the multiple listing system. It's the database of shared properties that all agents locally have access to. Now, it's important to remember that not all of these properties that you see around town are listed in the MLS. They will appear in our MLS only if they're represented by an agent, means property manager, or that property manager and agent have elected to let it be populated in the MLS. So it's not a total snapshot of our market. It's a good representation of our market, but when people recommend driving around and looking for signs in the ground, that's a legit way to look for homes here too. The MLS emails that you'll see me offer to set up, that's a good snapshot, and it's the best snapshot I can provide based off the MLS. Now, you'll hear me occasionally talk about the IDX. That is the Internet Data Exchange. Our MLS, which is searchable via ppar.com, feeds the IDX. So properties are listed in the MLS. An agent elects to let them be populated out to the internet, and then they appear on sites like thehousingnetwork.com/Colorado Springs Homes or Realtor.com. It's important to note also that the MLS listed does not feed Zillow or Trulia anymore locally. We no longer have an agreement with those entities. So when you search Zillow, you are not searching the most accurate data source for homes in our marketplace. So it's real important to remember that. So behind here, I have a couple of things I wanted to show you too. That form that you see me post occasionally, that's right here on our left. This tells me the basics that I need to know to set you up for that MLS email. If you fill that out, I promise I will get to it, and it will alert me that you're looking for some homes and you want an MLS snapshot set up. So if you fill that out, and it'll send me an email, I'll get that and I'll set you up on that MLS email. So what does that MLS email mean? Well, on our right, we have the MLS. This is the rental side of our MLS. I just wanted to show you some of the things that I can search for as an agent and narrow down those criteria for you. For example, we're going to look at active listings. The number one most requested configuration of home is around $1,100 or $1,200. So as an agent, when I look at this, I'm going to come in here, I'm going to get your request. I'm going to say, okay, person X is looking for a house that's $1,200 or less. They want 3+ bedrooms. One more thing. Let's take that criteria out real quick. Look at the number in the lower side here, 202. So there's right now 202 homes listed in the MLS. So with no other criteria for rent. So if I put in 1,200 or less, you can see it drops from 202 to 78. Active listings right now. Well, maybe the person wants a single family home. We're going to drop from 78 to 16. So there are 16 single family homes listed for $1,200 or less. Maybe you need 3 bedrooms. Let's put in 3 bedrooms. There are now 12. Maybe you have a pet. So we'll put in pets, yes. We'll put in you just have 1 pet. And maybe you have a dog. So there are now 9. So this is what I can do as an agent. I can go in here, I can click on results. I can see here's the 9 listed options. And then I'm going to email them to you. Right here. Oops. So I'm going to email them to you. You're going to get a MLS purchase or rental options email from me. I'm going to hit send. That's going to deliver to you. And then that will let you search those 9 options you saw listed here. So here are the 1,200 or less 3+ bedrooms allowing for 1 dog. Now, the contact information by definition isn't listed in those, so you can hit me back up and you can say, hey Rob, what's the contact information for 710 Keensley? So here we go. We can, or you can go to ppar.com and you can do a search for a MLS number. So in that little snapshot, you got 525-9985. 525-9985. Here's that property. We click on full listing. This is 710 Keensley, and it's Landmark Real Estate. That's one way you can search. You can also search on Realtor.com. However, not every home will be listed there too, but that is a possibility. What was our 710 Kingsley, Colorado Springs, Colorado. So here's a good example. This one has not been propagated to the larger Realtor.com. But let's check right here. This is the IDX feed on our website. I'm going to click down here. I'm going to click rentals. I'm going to put in 710 Kingsley. Okay, and so it's not coming up. So here's a good example of why those, I take that back, North Kingsley, there it is. North Kingsley, let's see here. Okay, so it's still not showing up on Realtor.com, but it is showing up on our IDX feed locally. So if you looked on this site, if you scroll down to the bottom, it'll tell you landmark real estate here. So that's one way that you can, two ways actually. You can search ppar.com, you can search thehousingnetwork.com, and you can see who lists that property. We do try to show rentals. It's getting increasingly difficult in this market as requirements have tightened up. So of showing requirements, there's a local property manager that now requires everybody to be pre-screened and approved through a tenant or through the landlord before we as agents can show these properties, which really delays the process. But that is the reality of our market. So just wanted to talk to you again. We covered what is the MLS. The MLS is the multiple listing system. It's where all of the properties that are property managed and that are being advertised to the marketplace show up. You can search that MLS by going to ppar.com, or you can enter your information on the form that I link to a lot, and I'll set you up with that email that shoots you those options as they become available. It's important to know too that data feeds a couple different websites. It feeds thehousingnetwork.com/Colorado Springs Homes. It also feeds Realtor.com. It does not feed Zillow.com or Trulia.com. For homes to appear on that website, a homeowner or a property manager or an agent has to manually input those now for our marketplace. So those are our tools. I'm here to help. Please let me know if you have any questions whatsoever. Thank you, and have a great night.